What's up everyone, hope you guys are all having a great day today, and honestly, I'm doing fucking perfect right now. Some personal shit happened earlier this week, and if I were to be honest, I don't think I've ever felt better in my life. So basically, the exact opposite of the week that the PlayStation fanboys have had. Cause I'm gonna be honest, this is quite possibly the worst week the PlayStation fanboys have ever had. I mean, think about it. Halo Infinite, the game they've been dreading, came out and got good reviews despite what they were saying the last 3 fucking years. Halo is gonna be the new Cyberpunk, it's gonna die 2 weeks after it launches, dead in the water, 67 on Metacritic. And while the game absolutely is not without its flaws, the campaign is really fucking fun. And you know what? They were holding out a little bit of hope for the Game Awards, that maybe the awards would be like last year's, where both Game of the Year and Player's Choice Awards would be won by PlayStation exclusives. Except, they forgot the fact that PlayStation didn't release shit this year. And funnily enough, Halo Infinite, the same game they said was going to be dog shit and everyone was gonna look at it as the new Cyberpunk, won the fucking Player's Choice Award not even a full 24 hours after the game came out.
Amazing how people voted for it before it was even available yesterday. This feels super rigged. Let's give this award to a game that is still in beta form and the campaign won't even launch on PC. Gaming has been dead for years. Halo Infinite wins the Game Awards 2021 public vote before it's even out.
So there's a huge misconception that I need to bring up because nobody seems to understand the difference between rigged and biased. Something is rigged when it's breaking its own rules to favor someone or something. For example, if it were to come out that in the background Microsoft is paying the Game Awards to boost the chances of the game winning the Player's Choice Award, that would be rigged, but there's absolutely no evidence of that. The correct term in this situation would be biased, which I don't really think anyone is trying to argue against. I mean, come on. The voting for this took place literally the week Halo Infinite came out, when the hype for the game was at its highest it probably ever will be. Loads of people were already caught up in the hype train from how good the gameplay of Infinite's multiplayer was, so they voted for the game. It's simple as that. If Halo Infinite winning the Player's Voice Award this year was rigged, then by that logic, last year's Player's Voice was also rigged. Cause both were won by a major fucking landslide due to things that had nothing to do with the games themselves. So last year, Ghost of Tsushima won the Player's Choice Award, again by a landslide with The Last of Us 2 in second place. And the reason there was such a significant gap between the two is because nobody wanted The Last of Us 2 to win the Player's Choice Award. I mean, the game getting review bombed to a 3.4 when it came out should tell you everything that you need to know about how people felt about this game. People fucking despised how it was handled, what they did to the characters, and all the shit going on in the background. So yeah, everyone banded against The Last of Us 2 and chose its second highest voted game, being Ghost of Tsushima, and it won by a landslide. And you could check Twitter and shit. I don't really have any screenshots because all that shit happened over a year ago at this point, and I'm not scrolling through a year's worth of tweets to find people saying shit. But here, this is the landslide Ghost won over literally everything else. And when Ghost isn't comparable to even Hades and especially Doom Eternal, you can tell how many people banded against The Last of Us 2. And I'll be honest, while I absolutely love Halo Infinite's campaign so far, and it's probably the most fun I've ever had playing any open world game since Breath of the Wild, the majority of the voting process for the Player's Voice Award happened when the only thing released was the half-baked multiplayer of the game. And believe me, while the multiplayer's gameplay is absolutely phenomenal, it's missing core features that are in every first-person multiplayer game. Like the option to pick your fucking game mode. And the game's officially launched now too, so you can't even make the excuse that it's just a beta. A AAA developer launched a multiplayer shooter without there being an option to pick your fucking game mode. And that is absolutely inexcusable. Christ. Fucking COD Vanguard, a game that in terms of gameplay, Halo Infinite absolutely shits on, lets you pick which game mode you want to play. So no, honestly, I don't think Halo deserved the Player's Voice Award. I could maybe understand the campaign, but the campaign wasn't even out for a full 24 hours before the voting was closed, and Halo Infinite had already won. But does that mean it was rigged? Absolutely fucking not. As with every awards ceremony, it was biased. The judges in this case were the people who voted, who were heavily biased by the amount of hype surrounding this game. And then also there's the Xbox fanboys who were being complete hypocrites, going the awards were rigged because Forza didn't get nominated for Game of the Year, but then want to go as far as to say that Halo Infinite winning Player's Choice Awards was somehow unbiased. Fucking retarded, I know, but you're not here for that. You're here for the PlayStation fanboy tiers. Plus, Xbox fanboy salt doesn't really exist or get that many views, so fuck off. Anyways, mini rant over. It Takes Two won won the actual Game of the Year award, and honestly, I don't give a fuck. I haven't heard anyone talk about this game before, but apparently it was actually pretty solid. Surprisingly, I didn't see too many PlayStation fanboys screeching about Ratchet & Clank getting quote-unquote snubbed, which, hey, that might be a sign that these brainlets are slowly becoming self-aware. But as soon as I saw that, I came to notice that their user review score for Halo Infinite on Metacritic had dropped down to a 2.4.
2.4 user scores? Good. Worse than Last of Us 2.
Yes. The PlayStation fanboys were literally on the page waiting for the user score option to drop on Metacritic so they could review bomb it. I mean, I don't blame them. It's probably the closest thing they have to entertainment since PlayStation isn't releasing shit for another 2 months, but some of these reviews are absolutely hilarious, so let's take a look at some of this shit.
0 out of 10, not worth buying, but you can try it on Game Pass. It's as bad as Battlefield 2042.
Like I said earlier, Halo Infinite is absolutely missing features. I haven't finished the campaign yet, but apparently the story is pretty shit. But to even compare it to the clusterfuck of a game that was Battlefield 2042 at launch is just fucking stupid. See, 2042 is a broken mess right now. Maybe it'll be good later. Probably, honestly, because that's usually how these games work. But Halo really doesn't have that many bugs, especially the campaign. Like, say what you will about the multiplayer, but again, I've been having a great ass time with the campaign lately. And to say it's a fucking 0 out of 10 for its bugs that you're literally making up is absolutely hilarious to me.
Biggest disappointment of the year? $500 million for a Microsoft exclusive title with last-gen graphics and technical issues. 6 to 5 years of game development, and what we get is 8 hours campaign. It's even worse that it costs $70 for 8 hours game. 0 out of 10.
See, you can tell this is a PlayStation fanboy pretty clearly. They can't type. 6 to 5 years, it cost half. I don't even need to debunk the 6 years or $500 million thing, because I've got like 3 other videos talking about the same points. Last gen graphics, it's literally cross-gen, so I don't know what the fuck you were expecting. The technical issues thing, that's really only on PC, and that's because 343 doesn't know how to optimize a PC game. And this is just a side note, that's not me defending 343 for their dog shit optimization, because that's inexcusable. But I found this on the Xbox Series X page of Metacritic scores, so it doesn't really make sense to put a criticism of a PC port on a completely different platform. And where is this guy getting the $70 shit from? In 8 hours? Yeah, right. Maybe if you fucking speedrun the game, you might finish it in 8 hours. But I highly doubt anybody is going to be speedrunning Halo their first time through.
Shit game. Microsoft can't make good games. Please don't bother with this game. PlayStation is better.
And as I said in the Halo multiplayer video, the fanboys will never stop resorting to their classic tribalism saying of PS5 better and nothing else. Also, I love how they had to blur out the shit word as if Metacritic gives a fuck about you cussing in a review.
Graphics 4 out of 10. Campaign 4 out of 10. Too short for a 6 years development of a game. Story isn't even that great. Cost $70 for a last gen looking game.
Where the fuck are they getting this $70 shit from? Are they in fucking Canada or something? Or are they just brain dead? Because I saw like 7 other reviews talking about the game being $70, and I'm still confused as to what the fuck they're talking about.
Terrible performance on PC. The game frees out of nowhere on a 3070. The game looks really bad. The campaign is only 7 hours and generic, no innovations. 0 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, the performance on PC is shit. Making the game deserving of a 0? Absolutely not. Already talked about how you have to literally speedrun the game to beat it in 7 hours. And for the no innovations part, does the grapple hook just not exist to you? That thing makes going throughout the map so much more fun than literally anything I've used to get around a map in a game. It's like Breath of the Wild's climbing on crack. And why the fuck is this a review of the PC version on the page for the Series X version of the game? You do know there's also a page for the PC version too, right? And you know, there's probably more, but that shit isn't even the funniest thing about it. All that bitching, all of the ponies alting over and over again to review bomb the game to turn this into the new Last of Us 2, and they completely failed. The game now sits at an 8.2 user score on Metacritic, and now they're trying to say Microsoft's bots came in to give the game a high score. Like Microsoft has nothing else better to do than to make the user score for their game go up? Right. Anyways, I'm fucking done. Like, subscribe, join my Discord, send me shit to make fun of through my survey. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. And by the way, if I schedule this correctly and get it out on Saturday, yesterday was my friend Harry's birthday, so if you guys can go down into the comments and wish him a happy birthday, it would honestly mean a lot to me. Okay, I'm done for real this time. Fuck off.
What are you going to do?